Okay, so we record okay, we start again now. All right, so been for a while, so we come back, we refresh, right? Everybody busy in here. So now we just want to refresh, we want to challenge again in our knowledge, right? In your skill, your experience, see how we do the lab again. So I think we call like tonight. So maybe we try to learn study how is the challenge. Okay, we're gonna say challenge lab in here. Now just for example, if we throw something in here, so and then this may be a good time for us to refresh all the memory, all the routing, all those kind of stuff, right? Just say okay, so this is the new task for tonight. So maybe say this is the company say again, this is ABC company, right? So we build up the whole network from scratch. We from ground all the way up. You see, everything include the headquarter, include the remote data center. We have a site, we have an internet. We have so far so on. So it's getting bigger now. This network in here. Now, the only thing is that we still didn't come into the firewall yet. Okay, so that's not worry. It's going to be soon. It come into the firewall in place. So just for example, right now, say for example, if we get the layer project right from the application, say this company we have an application. They have some application server again. So the application server somewhere in here, right? And also they have a headquarter, and also they have a backup in here for say new task. So they have a say what kind of application server? Let me see. So we have just say we have an app one. Okay, so we have an app one. Okay, so from the develop team, the request, right? So we need to build this network in here. So this network is going to be say if we're going to locate it in the headquarter. The headquarter we're using the 10.100, something like this, right? And then every VLAN that we can use in here, something like that. Let me see, 60. Okay, so we have a VLAN 60. So just say this is the new for this app one, something like that, somewhere in here. This is somewhere in here. Okay, somewhere in here. So now, say for example, if we go back to here quick again, so let's hop into the switch first. All right, so this is the switch now in our core switch, right? Enter and enable, and make sure what kind of VTP say we can review, right? What kind of like VTP status, right? Because we understand the VTP, so always have to be come up on your mind. So for if you work for a long time and then you know well about Cisco environment, right? And also uh, everything because you need to check this. For example, you need to check this one first. The show VLAN switch, right? So you need to check. So you have any VLAN 60, right? But sometime I'm not sure in my demo in here, do I have enough memory? Sometimes maybe I not enough memory. But last time I remember, I couldn't create a new one, right? Just say, okay, and then show VTP status. So this is the command. All right, so we have the verify. Right now we are in the core switch one is the server mode. Okay, so remember, server mode is allow us to modify the VLAN, to edit the VLAN, or to add the VLAN, or to delete the VLAN. Okay, so you have to be understand. So we are in the server mode. Okay, and also this abc.com, we have a domain, and also do we have a VTP passport in here? See, sometimes something like that. So, oh, yep, we do. We have a VPC passport, you see. The reason is, over there, when you create in here, it's going to, it depends. If this is the client mode, right? If this is the client mode, let's hop in, just click again, hop in. What is this? This is interesting here. Let me see here. See, hop in here. Okay, so show VTP status again. Yeah, so this is the client mode. You see, everything from here that you create a new VLAN is going to automatically propagate. Okay, it's going to sync to the core switch 2 because he's in a client mode. But you have to understand again The client mode is not allow you to add or to edit or to modify until you turn this back to server mode or to transparent mode. Okay, but if this one here is the transparent mode, the same thing, you have to be, everything has to be manual. You have to be manual. Okay, so that's why this is refresh our knowledge. Okay, so always nothing changed. Okay, Cisco so far until now about the Cisco suite, about this kind of like a BTP trunk port, this kind of stuff, it's still not changed yet. Okay, so that's why we should be able to pick up as a network engineer. All right, so go back to the code switch one in here. Say, for example, in here, okay, we jump into here, config key. See, you should be able, like me, feel confident. Go into the config key, right? The first step, what you want to do, you want to create a VLAN 60. See, allow you create a VLAN 60. So far, so good. You see, it takes the command VLAN 60. Now you want to name this one is a app one. See, okay, we create a VLAN app one in VLAN 60. You see, hit enter. Yeah, that's just something. See, I hate it. It's not enough. It's not enough. Okay, show VLAN again. I think that's the only thing. Yeah, because we have too much thing in here. We can have too much thing in here. All right, yeah, it's not working. Now, in this case, for example, just because we have so much thing in here, right? We have so many BGP table, everything, maybe not enough. In my lab in here, it's not enough memory, right? But what we can do, okay? This is a good example in there. So we turn on this one here. This is low memory resource. Okay, so we're going to turn this one. So this is another demo for you for tonight. So we can let's check here for cancel it. Let's see here. This is the server switch. You see, this is server switch. Now, okay, show again VLAN switch. In the real Cisco suite is a show VLAN brief. Okay, but in here is a different iOS. So show VLAN switch. Okay, now you see we only have a server mode. Okay, so show VLAN in here. You see, show VLAN. No, show VTP. What is the status in here? Okay. So, yes, beautiful. So this is a good example. So this is in the transparent mode. The transparent mode is allow us, right? Is allow us to create the VLAN 60. Okay. Allow us to create the VLAN 60. Let me see, just for example in here, see? For example in here, we go back to here again, config key. So we're going to say VLAN 60 in here. This is menu. We say name app1. All right, hit now show VLAN switch again. It should be take the command. You see, beautiful. See, VLAN 60. Okay. Do we have this interface? The VLAN 60 interface, the IP interface brief. You see, it should be always come up like this. You see, not yet. We don't have it yet. It's beautiful. Not big deal, right? Because we know what we're doing. So we're going to config T again in here. So we just say VLAN 60, you see. Then we go to IP address. We're going to say 10 dot, come on. So we're going to say 10.100. So what is the address again in here? So that our design was 60, okay? So now in here, so same thing, we put the 60 in here. So we put the 60 dark 6 here, dark 6, okay? So now we're going to 255, dark 255, dark 0, okay? See, something like that. All right, so exit out, show IP interface brief again. Now we should be just to verify that VLAN 60 is up. Beautiful. You see, it's up, right? It's up. But now we have a VLAN 60 in here, the IP. But this two switch here, we don't have a VLAN 60 because somehow we're not able, because not enough memory. We cannot do it, right? Because let me see, scope again. Can we do some cheat in here? Because say we don't have a, say we don't have a, say we don't have let's see. I want to say, okay, say we don't have a camera. We don't have a camera traffic yet. So we then, okay, so let's do like this. So just let's see if we take my memory, free up my memory now. So go to config key again. So I'm going to say no VLAN 20. I'm going to remove it to VLAN 20. Okay. Oh, the sound is not, it's not happy either. Let me see. So it's not happy either. Yeah. So now, so something wrong on my switch in here. There's something. All right, that's fine. Let me see. If we don't have in here 60, if we have a 60 in here, and then we have a trouble, right? Because we have trouble, right? Because this one here, we know this one is a trunk port, right? So go back to the switch here. So we show IP interface. No, we show IP. No, we show interface trunk. So do we have a trunk port? Yeah, we have a trunk port. You see, the trunk spot right now in here is broadcast out the default VLAN 1, and we have a VLAN 40, and we have a VLAN 60. So that is the trunk port. So we have a two interface for the trunk port. But then if we go back to either one in here, it's not helping because when we go to here, when we show interface trunk port, do we have a 60? You see, we don't have a 60. That's the problem. Okay, so in this case, everything the traffic go to here is going to be not good, right? Because this two street in here doesn't know how to learn how to forward to the VLAN 60. But somehow we have a technical issue in here, not allow us to do something because like let me see if this one cannot do it. How about on this side in here? Can we do something in here? Okay, we are in the code switch 2 in here. So this is the code switch 2. So show VLAN switch again here. Okay, so this we are in the, just be careful. So we are in the code switch 2. Now we are on purpose now, right? We go to show VTP status, I guess, in here. You see, now we are on purpose right now. You see, on purpose, right? We want to change this one because I need turn this one to be a server. It's allow me to do edit, to modify, or to delete, right? So normally, see if everything is working fine, I should be able, see the VTP mode in here, change it to a server. Hit enter. Okay, so now is it setting device to become a server mode? You see, we can double check again, show VTP status. So now I am in the server mode. All right. So in this case, say for example, do I have a lock in here to create the VLAN 60? Okay, so name F1, exit out. See it's taken or not. Show VLAN switch again. Oh, this one good. See, this is happy. Beautiful. See, this one happy. Let's take my command. I have no crash on this switch here. Because this one is a 60 now, right? Because this one is a 60. It's supposed if everything they are in the same domain, abc.com, and they're in the same password, this one right now, when you create this VLAN 60 in here, it should be automatic propagate to the code switch 1 in here. Let's go back to the code switch 1. Do we have a lucky? You see, before we check, we have to verify first. You see, in the previous command, we don't see VLAN 60. You see, we don't see VLAN 60. right? So now, what happened now? If I go to show VLAN switch again, yeah, you see, same thing, because something wrong on this switch here. I remember something wrong on the switch here, the memory, something. Okay, so normally, if this is everything's working fine, that that we created VLAN 60 in here, it should be propagate to here. But now it's okay. So we can leave it right now for the demo. Okay, we just leave it in here. But that is not a big deal. But as long we have the connection between in here. So now we go back to switch to in here again. So we show IP interface brief. See? Okay, so we have, oh, it's gone again now. The within 60. Yes, it's gone again. Yeah, somehow it's not allowing me to create. Oh, no, no, still here. Oh, shoot. You see, sometimes don't get confused because we just create the VLAN ID, the database, but we didn't create the virtual, you see, we didn't create the virtual VLAN 60 yet. Oh, okay, don't get confused, you see. Then go back to here, complete key. We're going to say VLAN 60 in here. Then we're going to say IP address 10 dot, so 10.100. So we're going to be dot 60 dot 3, 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 0. You see? Now when we show IP interface brief again, we should have the VLAN 60. Yeah, beautiful. You see? Now this one here, the VLAN 60, I should be able to ping the downstream here. Okay, that is say the 10 dot 100 dot 60 dot 6. I should be able to ping crossing the trunk port. Beautiful. Look at that, the trunk port. Okay, because when we show interface trunks again, we should have the VLAN 60. You see, that's why we got broadcast out between these two switches in here. Okay, so now beautiful. Now we already successful. We already created a new subnet, new VLAN for this app1 application server. So forget about forget about this one first. Okay, we just for tonight we just demo for this here. Okay, so now we have a success. So maybe we have a server in here, application server plugin in here. Okay, so like for example, this is the server. So we have one server. We only connect to switch here. Okay, we not connect to here. We just connect to here, and then it should be able to support to the rest of the network. Okay, right? Okay, so now, for example, so we take care this part in here already, right? So now we have to go to the layer 3, right? So let's hop in here, the layer 3. So our layer 3 in here, it should be the MPLS router, right? So we have to hop in here because the reason is we need to have some network too. Here we have to have some network too. Is allow us to advertise right into the BGP, go out to the rest of the network. Right. That's why what we learned from the beginning. So exactly, it's come up on your mind. It's very easy, right? Okay. So then we hop into this MPLS router here. All right. Hit enable, show IP interface brief again. Okay, so here you see, because this one here, remember, we're not using a router and stick. Remember the router and stick, right? Which one do we have? I don't know in the past because we have so many lab in here that I demo to different like students. Okay, so I forgot when we come back. Do we have like do we have those kind of router and stick? Do we have a let me see. Do we have it? Or maybe this is the router in here. Let's check this one, the internet router. Do we have it? Right, we just normally should be in here. Okay, but if we don't have the router in stake, the set interface. What I mean set interface, right? That is mean. Okay, if we don't have, that's fine. That is mean this router is communicated to this router, right? This one have to go to here, and then here go back to here. Oh, okay, this is not good. You see, the reason why this is not good, because this one is a layer 3, go to here, see the path, follow the path. See, we go to here, but then in here we got stuck, we got maxed up, right? Because this one here, we don't have a VLAN 60, so we cannot use this router for a demo. Okay, so that is mean, in just in case, right? We have some issue in here. So now from our topology, right? If we cannot use this one, how can I advertise this new network to the remote office or to the remote data center? Well, lucky for us, because lucky for us, we have a VPLS. Okay, we have a VPLS. So that's why we have to clear, understand the topology. If this will not work, not not allow from here, that's fine. Just for temporary, we just say we have one in here. We just use this one then. Okay, we send it to VPLS, and then from VPLS send it back. Can we send it back from here? Go to here. Go to here. Okay, if possible or not. Okay, if that is possible or not, we don't know yet. Okay, but definitely we have no issue from here to here to here. All right, let's do it first then. Okay, so let's go back to the VPLS here. So what we have in the VPLS in here, you see, let's see. This is same thing, the challenge. Whatever they give us, the topology, whatever they give. Say for example, you're in the lab exam, okay? People try to like challenge that your knowledge, right? Or something. The lab exam say, hey, they don't care. They just want to use it. Hey, can you advertise this new? Go to the remote office. That is the key, right? He doesn't mention you have to only route from here. You see, as long this guy here, they can ping the new app server. Doesn't matter how you want to take, how you want to take from a VPN or from MPLS or from the here. He said that doesn't matter. As long I can reach out. You see, that is how you challenge. You take it what you have from here. As it, no chain. As it, the topology. You see, because you cannot replace, say, for example, if the requirement did not allow you to do anything on here, okay, they not allow you to replace the switch, they not allow you to create the VLAN 16 here, you see. Oh, then you will say, come on, you see. So I have a limitation, but the limitation, I totally cannot do it or not. Okay, then you have to be using that your experience in here, using your skill, using your concept, you take it over what you have right now in here. Okay. Okay. Now we continue again. Since we don't have a router stick in here, right? So I believe, do we have any layer 3 routing between in here and in here? Because I need to share. Because I need to share how I share my 10 here, 60 go to here, right? I need to send it to here either by static IP, or because you know that we don't like the static IP, right? Because we don't want to say, hey, for example, this router, I want to point it to here using static IP. Just why not? Okay, let's do demo for you. Okay, somehow you say, okay, you don't know the BGP yet. Okay, maybe see if just for testing in here, right? See here. Okay, so for example, in there, see, in here, so when I show from this router, see this router here, this is the VPS router. So you have to, okay, you're ready to challenge now in here from this router, right? When you show IP route in here, see, show IP route at 10.100.60.0. Do I have it? See, not in the table. Not in the table, but I know my next hub, right? See F01, my next hub, I should have the, I should send it to here, right? But F0/1, what is the IP from this? I forgot. Let's see this IP. What is this IP in here, right? So let's go back to the hub switch 2 to find out this interface switch to here, right? So show run here, section, no, not section, show interface F0/1 here. Okay, so this is the IP. Oh, we have IPC. Oh, we didn't finish IPv6. Okay, no, don't worry. So this is the IP for this IP. This is the IP for here, right? So when we go back to the VPRS router again, okay, this is the VPS router. Okay, so first one we want to test it first. This is 10.100.60.6 all the way to here. Right? Can I ping it? No way, because I don't have it in the routing table. Then I should be, in this case, I don't want to send it to internet, right? Because we have a default route in here. See, when you show IP route, we should have a default route. Oh, we have OSPF too. Wow. I forgot. Wow, this is a very big network. See, we have OSPF, see, we have a default route, send it internet. What that means, the default route in here, say, for example, if you don't have anything, right? If you want to, then by what we have right now, is going to send it to this router in here. But we don't want to do that, right? Right? Because from this case, you see, from this case here, when I see the routing table, I can tell this router, if you want to go to this 10.60, let's put it back to here again. Hold on. Let's put it back to here. See, if I want to go to this network here, right? From current the table in here is going to point to 10.3.3. It should be go to here. But that is the wrong path, right? In here, it should be coming back to here or to here. But then when you come back to here, it's going to be fail because this trunk port in here, we don't have a VLAN 60. Okay, so now a good thing is we have a direct connect or we have a cable send it to here. Okay, so that is the same thing again. So now we want to go back in here, say config T, config T, right? We want to config T in here, and then we're going to say IP route. So this is this demo one static route. See, same thing again. We have to go back to like menu entry in here. So 100.60.0.255.255.255.0, and then we're going to point it to here. Oh no, oh not this one. What is the F0/1 again? Let me see. That is a cost switch too, right? Oh yeah, should be send it to here. You see? Go back to the MPLS router again. Yeah, we should be here. You see? Hit enter. So now you see when we show IP route again, the 10.100.60 100.60.6. Okay, because I want to go to here. See, now we have in the routing table. Okay, we have in the routing table.
Give me a moment.
Yep. You're back?
Okay.
Okay. So now, but do you think it's good now? See, can I ping? You see, can I ping that 10.100.60.6 from here? You see? But still not reachable. The reason why it's not reachable? Because, right, it should be sent to here. We know that. And this one here should be go back to here, right? So for example, if we trace route, if we're using the trace route command 10.100.60.6, you see, it's going to be, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. We have a loop between. See, we have a loop. This is not good. You see, this is not good. You see, we have a loop, right? That is meaning we come to here, we come here, we come here, we come here. You see, this is not good. You see, this is not good, right? You don't want to see on your routing table like this. You see, that's not good. You see, that is like it's because we already leaving to here. See, we already leaving 10 to the dark 3, right? But that's when we ping, but when we trace route, it's go to here. Why we go to 3 dark 3? You see? Why we go to 3 dark 3? Are we in the right router? Oh, no, 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 no. No, see, mistake. Because see, from the host name in here, we are in the MPLS router. No wonder. See, that is the same. Oh, this is a good demo. See, when you configure on here, we know that when the path is go to here, but then this guy, you see, but then this guy we know already. We do have a VLAN 60. That's why this guy is going to be loop back. Is between, see, he's going back, going back, going back. I don't know how to get to VLAN 60. Follow? So that is,
Yep.
yeah, that's so that is mean we are configured in the wrong router. All right, so good to know. So now we have to go back again in here. So we have to be quick. So we see we should be up arrow key. We should be remove. We should be remove this route because we're in the wrong. Since we're in the wrong, right? Since we're in the wrong, now we should be. Let's don't confuse. Let's queue this one. We don't want in here. Don't bother us, right? And then this one, no, we're not touching this one. And then code switch one, no, we're not touching code switch one. Okay, we just concentrate on the code switch two, and then this one, no, I don't want this one either. See, just make sure we don't. Yep. Okay, so far like this. See, so far two router. Okay, in here, code switch one and here. Okay. All right. So now, see in here, let's go back again. So let's try again. So when we ping that 100, that 60, that 6, right? It's not able. Same thing again. When we show IP route, you see, we don't have it not in the table. So now we're using the static. Okay. So just config key in here, IP route. You say 10.100.60.0. We went with 255.255.255 dot 0/24 network, right? So now you want to go to 10.100.4.3. This is the command here. Okay, now we hit enter. You see now, can I ping now from here? 10.100.60.6. All right. So think about it. Why I still cannot reachable? Because I already tell I have a static route. Say, hey, if you want to go to this network, I should go to here. All right. But here, we already confirm, we already verify from here, we can reachable this network down here. So this guy, it should be no problem. But how about this guy here? See, if, for example, in here, if we go to the console here, if we want to prove it, right? Do you receive the package? Okay. So in here, we can use a debug command in here. Debug IPICMP, just like this. Debug is on. All right, I'm going to go back to here again. Let's try again the ping. Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that. Once I ping from here, it's go to here and go to here. And here, I guarantee I receive the package. You see, I guarantee I receive the package. You see, this guy received the package, but then he want to send it back. You see, he want to send it. His source is from here. We want to send it back to .45. Okay, or maybe we don't know what is the request from here. All right. So, for example, in here, show. You see here, show IP interface brief. Right. So, for example, say okay. So he's ping from. See, he's ping from here. Right. He ping from here. You see, he ping from here. All right. So that's why it's mixed send from here. See, he ping from here. See, 10.145. But then from here, from the core switch here, no, yeah, this is the server switch, right? Do I know how to get back to 10.100? So this you have to remember when you send ICMP, when you send hello, it's going to have a reply. So this means you have to have the return traffic, right? You have to have a return traffic. But if I don't have a return traffic, that's why even I receive the packet, I'm going to be dropped. I don't know how to get back to the sender, to the requester. Okay. So now in here, same thing again. You see 10.100, dot 4, dot 5, and no, yeah, dot 5. Do I have this network? See, not in the table, right? Not in the table. But in here, do we have a show IP route in here? Do we see right now in here? See, this is okay. If this one here is the layer 3, okay, if this one is not the layer 3, we have to configure the default gateway pointed to here, right? But if this one here, if we this one turn on as a layer 3 switch, that should be fine. So we just go to config T again in here. So I want to go back to IP route. See, IP route 10.100.4.0 255.255.255.0, and then I'm going to point to my next hub. Okay, next hub is here, right? Because next hub is here because this one only have a VLAN 60. Okay, so we have to using the VLAN 60. So next here it should be dot 3. So 10.100.60.3, the next hub. Okay, because this one here is only on VLAN 1 and VLAN 40 and VLAN 60, right? But now can we use this one here? Something like that. Or 4, 5, VLAN, oh, we have a VLAN 40 in here, right? But let's try if we can use the VLAN 60. Right? Just hit enter. You see, just hit enter in here. So now if we go back to here again, if we can ping it again from here, beautiful. Look at that. Now it's a successful because we got the return package. Okay, so let's go back to the switch one here again. You see, now it's beautiful. We receive again. Now we can reply again. So that is how you see you have to add a cage. You see, you have to add a cage just to understand the routing. Okay, the next hop like that. It's not big deal. You see, not big deal, right? We can use the static IP address to allocate the router, right? How to get there, how to get there. But the problem in here is we cannot use the every single IP route, right? If now you resolve here, but then how about this one? Causing the other one here. See, if I hop into here, right? If I hop into here, same thing in here. If I want to ping 10.100.60.6, you see, not allow me. All right. So now if I go back to here again, show IP route, do I have the route for this network? Nothing. Not in the table. So in this case, I have to use the default route. But the default route, we know that we want to go to internet. Then it's very ping, right? It's very ping, right? If I want to put this one in here, the IP address in here, let's put a static route, point it to here, and then this guy, I need to put static route, point it back, return traffic to here. It's very, very heavy job for static route. Okay. All right. So I still have 1 minute left for tonight for the record, right? So far we are reviewing the VLAN. So far we're reviewing using the static route. So maybe next demo again we continue